Hello and welcome to the kitchen table of Fusta 2005. Today I wanted to do a little bit of a follow-up video on how I liked the new 11-inch iPad Pro that was released at the end of October. So I did promise that video. It has been about 3 weeks now today, almost. I did pre-order it three weeks ago, got it the next day. So yeah, I've had it for almost 3 weeks now and absolutely love it. As you can see, I did get the not smart cover. They used to call it a smart cover, or smart case actually, but they call this the Smart Folio now. And it does cover both sides of the iPad, which I like. It's very similar to the keyboard option, except this one does not have a keyboard. It's just like your regular iPad covers. It can, stand the iPad up like that, or you can do it the other way, like that. But overall, things are doing very well with this. I do like it very much. As for the case, I wasn't quite so sure. It doesn't cover the sides of the iPad. There's a little bit of a lip, but if you do drop it, it would probably ding the casing. Obviously, we've had the other YouTubers that said that there's another bend gate. I would hope that you're not treating your iPad that way. Pretty much anything that's made out of aluminum that is this thin is going to bend. So take it with a grain of salt. I'm just saying. The iPad itself, I really enjoy. It's quite fast. Face ID works both in portrait as well as landscape. And of course there's no button, no home button, which I've been waiting for years now. Like I mentioned in my previous video, my other iPad that I got back in 2013, I think that was the iPad Air, is when 2013 was when that came out. That button recently, in the past year or so, has gotten so sticky that I just got rid of it. So thankfully, Best Buy took it for 65 bucks, so I used that to get my case for this. But yeah, Face ID is very fast. Everything is very smooth. I would say, smooth as melted butter on a hot knife with melted butter. There's hardly any. I don't know if my camera gives it any justice, but there's little to no lag. I'm very sensitive to refresh rates on screens, particularly because I'm a gamer on Xbox, and so I like my TVs with a high refresh rate. And I was actually noticing on my old iPad that it would get stuck, or I would see the refresh rate, and that is not. I mean, I can see it very minutely in this case, and you can go to a website, say Apple, and there is no lag while navigating pages. Loads fast. Of course, I have 150 megabyte per second internet, so that's helpful. But even then, my other iPad wasn't clocking that much. We can kind of do a speed test for the internet part at least. But as you can see, it goes pretty much all the way up to and even over 150 right off the bat, and not even my iPhone 7 will do that. I can probably get 40 to 50 megabytes per second on my iPhone on wireless. Of course, everything is wireless. This is obviously wireless, and I've not had another device to date that can get the wireless speeds where I'm actually paying for them to be. But yeah, video is very good. Obviously, I'm not going to play any video because copyright stuff, but yeah, it's very fast. I have not had any problems with it. It hasn't crashed at all. Hasn't done anything that I have any problems with at the moment. I know a lot of YouTubers were out there saying, "Oh, is this really a computer?" I'm not using it as my separate computer. I have a desktop and a comparable laptop that I use for work, and I'll use this in cases for work if I'm, sitting in my recliner and need to do something quick. But I didn't get the keyboard for it. I didn't get the Apple Pencil. Keyboard is like $150 extra, and the Apple Pencil, the second generation, is 130. I think they had some deals going on for Black Friday, which is another reason why we're out here at my kitchen table. We have a lot of things coming this week that I purchased, and I'm going to be doing unboxings and some reviews of those things. So stay tuned. I hope to be releasing several videos this week and possibly going into the weekend. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. And yeah, I mean, I couldn't be happier with this. Like I was saying, this isn't another computer. The specs on it sometimes clock further along than computers and laptops on the market. Obviously Apple likes to say that, but again, we are constrained by iOS. So this isn't a desktop iOS. This isn't Mac OS. It's not even a hybrid, which would be cool if people wanted to use it as their laptop. But it really depends on what you want to do with it. They're going to be coming out with new programs, professional programs that will use what the iPad Pro offers. So, but yeah, I mainly got this because it didn't have a home button, and it was a whole lot faster and had a bigger screen. So I haven't really changed how I use an iPad. Hasn't gotten that far, but definitely gets the job done a whole lot faster and a whole lot smoother. And the screen is great. The camera obviously is the same as the iPhone 10 or X. So there's that. It has the options for emojis and all the other stuff that came with iOS 12. So that's been kind of fun to mess around with. But other than that, I couldn't be happier with this iPad, and we'll just keep going along. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribe if you really want to. I don't do a whole lot of videos, but I try to buy things that will probably be that are interesting to me, and I'm hoping that'll be interesting for other people. So we'll catch you on the next one.